welcome. We're downtown Martin today, behind Lindell Street in Martin, Tennessee. Where we're going today is to the farmer's market. We're going to stop by and see what all is going on at the market. And also, my neighbor, Sheila, has S&D Produce. And I'm going to take you and I'm going to show you her little setup here at the farmer's market in Martin. Come on, let's go. Here we are today, guys. You see the back side of Martin. All these buildings in Martin, right up here, these buildings, they face Lindell Street. But behind Lindell Street is the farmer's market. And today we're here and we are visiting S&D Produce. Now let me go down here and I'm going to let you guys have their phone number just in case you need to order anything or get something from these guys. And I'm going to go up close, but first we're going to meet them. Hey, Sheila.
Hello, Miss Phyllis. How are you?
I'm good. Are you doing good today?
Doing good.
Who's this guy you got back here in the background?
This is my husband, my co-worker, crime partner, Dean Buchanan.
So it's S&D.
S&D.
All righty.
Sheila and Dean.
Sheila and Dean. And today I'm going to show you their beautiful produce that they have got. It is totally amazing, guys. If you're ever in Martin, come through here on let's say Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Wednesday 12 to 4, Saturday 8 to 12.
So there you go. There's your hours to come by. And Sheila and Dean, y'all grow all this, don't you?
We do grow all this. We put it out, and we also can our excess.
Isn't that amazing, guys, the work that's involved in doing this? Just the work alone, but I want to show you the beauty of these products. Now, Sheila, what kind of tomatoes are these here that I've got in the camera now?
The red ones are Jet Stars.
They are beauties. And now, what are these?
These are called Yellow Golden, I think is the name. They're a low acidic tomato.
Oh, that's good for people that have acid problems.
Yes, and then I have the sweet 100s, and again we come back with the low acidic, and they are Sun Sugar Babies.
Oh, Sun Sugar Babies. Boy, I bet they are good. Now, what in the world, how could you get your squash so pretty? Guys, look at this squash. Isn't that just amazing? Look at this, the color. It is gorgeous. Wow. This is just what called summer squash, yellow summer squash?
Yellow summer squash.
And
the seed, it was grown from seeds, and it's the grand prize seed winner.
grand prize. Well, I can see why. Gosh. It looks like it would win any ribbon at the fair. It's so pretty. And this okra. Oh, guys.
That is jambalaya okra. Not everybody grows that, but it's a greener okra.
It sure is pretty. I tell you what. My gosh. It is beautiful. Oh, and banana peppers.
Those are sweet. They're not hot. And then you got the jalapenos beside them.
Well, golly, at this amazing stuff. Now, are these red ones here hot?
They're red cayennes. They're the little slender cayennes, and these are the cowhorn red cayennes.
Oh, wow. I've never even seen any of those before, I don't think.
They are big.
They are. Wow. And your bell peppers. Oh, and your butternut squash. Eggplant. Now I want to get down here and you make your own pickles. Deal. Oh, wow. You've even got your ingredients on there.
Yes, ma'am. We do the ingredients in case anybody has any kind of allergies. The ingredients is in there, and they'll know not to buy or to buy.
Yeah. Sliced. You got tomato chow chow, canned beets. Oh, you've even got pickled okra. Wow. My goodness. And canned tomatoes. Tomato juice. I'm seeing that now. And canned apples. My goodness. I'm going to get over here and just show you guys how much canned stuff she has got up here today. She's been a busy woman. Or is Dean doing all of it?
Oh no, it's a twosome here. It's a team.
Boy, doesn't this put you in the mood for some roasting potatoes and carrots?
I've got
These
the
are
larger
absolutely
carrots, and
beautiful.
then I've got the little fingerlings.
These are little babies. Oh, they're so cute. The little babies.
Those fell off of the stem. A lot of people saute this.
Oh, do they eat this?
Yes. They tell me they saute that, and I'm not sure exactly what they do, but they saute that, so that's why I keep some.
I did not know that.
If it breaks off, then it just goes in a container, and I'll sell that individually.
Yeah, I did not know you could eat this, but I don't know why you couldn't. I mean, yeah, never thought about that. Wow, they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Which one?
Hey friend, I'm so glad you're here. I'm Phyllis in Tennessee. For you guys who don't know me or who haven't subscribed to my channel, I've got a lot of produce coming in from friends, family, the garden. I hope you've enjoyed our little shot at Martin, Tennessee at our local farmers market. It's a block behind Lindell Street in Martin, Tennessee, where I live. Went there to see S&D Produce, which I hope you've enjoyed that video of her beautiful farm stand. They grow all that, every bit of that themselves. They do a fantastic job. They have a 4-acre garden. They live their property adjoins our property, so they're right down the road from me. And she's been so precious to give me some of her beautiful, beautiful produce. S&D Produce. Go there to the farmer's market if you get a chance to stop in there and say Sheila and Dean. Today I'm going to show you what I'm going to make from the produce. Sheila gave me some squash, some tomatoes. They're just beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful tomatoes. She also gave me eggplant, and today we're going to make something my mother made back in the 60s, which was eggplant hamburger. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like. We're also going to make yellow squash with onions. I'm going to show you how to make that. Also, I'm going to show you this delicious burger. You can put cheese. I think some pepper jack cheese would be delicious on top. I didn't have any, so I didn't put it on. But this is eggplant hamburger. I watched my mother make this so many times in the 60s when I was growing up. So I was excited to come along and get an eggplant from Sheila and make the eggplant hamburger today. So I just want to bring it up here and show it to you. I just got it out of the oven a little bit ago, and I thought I would just take a bite of it and I would see how it is. So let's see what it tastes like. It's still just a little warm. Gosh. It's so good. Let me bring you up here so you can see it. Let me just turn you around and bring you up here and let you see it. It's so good. I'm going to show you how to make those. I'm going to show you how to make the squash and onion, how I make mine. And then, when I get finished with that, I'm going to show you how I make fried squash. I love fried squash, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Come on here. Let me show you inside this. Squash and onions. So good and so easy to do. So, Sheila, thank you for the produce. Go visit her. And now let's get busy in my kitchen and make fried squash, squash and onions, and let's make eggplant hamburgers like my mother made. Let's get busy. You ready? Let's go. Okay, let's get our eggplant peeled and cut up. once we get this done, I'm going to put it in a pan and I'm going to let it boil after I cut it up good. We're going to let it get really tender. This is what my mother did back in the 60s. She would always make these. She would go to the store or she would go to the farmer's market too and get some eggplant. She would bring them home and this is how she would work it up. I can remember that so well. Some of the best memories. Just being in the kitchen, certainly in the summer a lot, and watching my mom cook all the time. She was a great cook and loved to cook. She just enjoyed it. It was a good pastime for her. I'm going to be using, let's see, I'm going to be using ground chuck in these burgers today. I'll show you in a minute what I've got. I don't want to touch the package until I get this cut up for our burgers. You will notice, if you've never done an eggplant before, there are a lot of seeds in an eggplant. Cut this up any way you want. There's no certain way to do it. Just get it all cut up. Put water across it. Get it on the stove and boil it. I've got this pan back here to put all my trash in today. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to make my burgers out of. I went to the grocer and I got a package of, let's see, a package of $6.76, $1.19 a pound, ground round, 85-15 ground round. That's what it says right there. So that's what I'm going to be using. I went to Tate's Family Grocers. They're in another town close to me, about 15 minutes away. Went shopping there. And so I'm going to take this hamburger meat and I'm going to get it ready for my eggplant. Let's get you back just a little bit. All right. While our eggplant is boiling, I'm going to get my 9x13, and I've got a lot of vegetables that I want to use up today. I'm going to get some of my favorite Baker's Joy. Love it. I'm going to spray my pan. I'm going to be putting my burgers in here to bake. Also, along with the burgers, I'll be putting a very large zucchini. Now I'm going to cut this zucchini up. I'm going to place it in this pan. Alan is not a fan of zucchini. I don't know why. He doesn't like kale either. Remember the kale video? He wanted nothing to do with that quiche that had kale in it. I don't know. I think when he sees something green, he's just not sure he likes it. I'm going to peel the peeling off. The peeling is great. A lot of times when I cook this, if I bake it in little circles, I always leave the skin on. But today, I'm going to just take it off. I want to put this in with our meat in this same pan, cut up into little squares, so that I can eat this alongside of my eggplant burger. So that's what I'll be doing today. And I will just be cutting it up, woo, into squares. And I know you're having a lot of produce. We've had so much rain everybody's got a gob of vegetables. And I know you're putting them up, but let's cook some. Let's cook some fresh veggies. So just cut these up. I'll put a little seasoning on these, which will be a little pepper and a little Parmesan cheese. I'll just put this on one side of my casserole dish while I'm waiting for my eggplant to get soft enough to make my burgers. Just trying to use what I've got. When we get this in the oven, I'm going to show you how to fry yellow summer squash. This is our yellow summer squash from S&D Produce. Isn't it beautiful? It's got the prettiest color to it. It looks like somebody painted it. It's so pretty and yellow. All right, now let's assemble our hamburger. All right, guys, it took about 10 minutes for my eggplants to cook and get soft and to get tender. So here they are. They're soft, they're tender. If you touch them, you can tell they're ready. They're just really soft. So we'll be putting right over here in the bowl. Drain your water off that you boiled them in and put your eggplant into the bowl. All right, my bowl's kind of fogged up. What I'll add next, before I put my burger, my ground in, is I'm going to be putting 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce in on the eggplant. Also, I will put 1 tablespoon, and you do your seasoning the way that you enjoy it, how you like it, what you want to season your food with. Now, when I get my patties made out, I'm going to be sprinkling steak sauce on top. I have drizzled a little olive oil on my zucchini in my pan here. I've drizzled a little zucchini right there, olive oil on that. All right, kind of stir this up just a little. Now let me get our meat in, make our patties. We'll get this in the oven. And after we get this in the oven, while it's baking, I want to show you how to use up some of your squash. You can go ahead, if you'd like to, and fry your squash. Put it on a cookie sheet and let it cool. You know I have to cut my meat into little, cut it up before I use it. You can go ahead and fry your yellow squash, put it on a cookie sheet, let it cool off, and then after it's cool, completely cooled, flash freeze that in your freezer until it's good and frozen. Go back and get it and put it in Ziploc bags, and then when you want fried squash, all you gotta do is heat it up. All right, here we go. Did I tell y'all how much meat this is to make? Let's see. 1 pound. This is 1 pound of hamburger that I'm using. 1 pound. So now we're going to get this all mixed together and make these. I will caution you about your eggplant. It will be a little hot because we just boiled it, so be very careful if you go right away into it. Some people use some breadcrumbs in this, or you know, a little bread. I don't really want that. I don't want those extra calories from the bread, so I'm gonna leave that out. Oh, it already, if you love eggplant, you just love it. And this garlic in the Worcestershire makes such a good smell. All right, now what I'm gonna do is just take these And I'm just going to make patties. And I'm going to put them in my pan beside my zucchini. These will cook about 30 to 40 minutes depending on your oven. I did spray my pan with the Secret Joy that I love so much. But you know, these burgers, you get a little nutrition with the eggplant in there. And yes, I'm going to cook 4 of these. I may put a little more on that one so that we'll have some extra ones for later. I love eggplant parmesan. That's where they use eggplant on chicken and tomato sauce. Nothing better. You know, you could put a good gravy or tomato sauce on these burgers. I'm not going to do that today. My mother never did that. She just baked the burgers like this. I put some olive oil on top of my zucchini. Now, wasn't that an easy thing to do? Just peel the zucchini, boil it. I boiled it 20 minutes, and it was tender, and put my spices on that I want. You put what you like and what you want on yours. Make it your own. And I've got a sink full of soapy water here. I got a lot of dishes I need to do. But before we do that, I want to show you guys how we are going to fry this yellow squash. It's going to be a side with our burgers and our zucchini. So let me turn my oven on and we'll get these in the oven. Let me wash my squash and I'll bring you back. Let's make some fried yellow squash. Like I told you, it does not taste the same as squash you cook when you boil it with onions. Now, if I'm going to fry some squash, I'm going to show you about the size that the thickness of what I'm going to do it. The thickness of this squash as I cut it is not going to be exact every single time, but it's going to be approximately that thick. That thickness. All I want to do is get it crispy on both sides. So let's cut up our squash. Cut your ends off. You don't want to eat the ends. I know somebody in your family has grown some squash and has brought it to you and you don't know what to do with it. But I'm going to show you right now what to do with this squash. And we're just going to put a little olive oil in our pan and we're going to brown it on both sides. It's really well, I love it. That's all I can say is I love it. Now, I'll tell you, I like to eat yellow squash raw, and I like to eat okras raw too. So that's okay. You know, each to your own. Now, I did rinse this squash off in cold water. Remember when we talked about cleaning our vegetables? I rinsed this off in cold water. That usually gets rid of all the bacteria. Just rinsing it off in cold water. Oh, I just can't wait to taste these. There's nothing like it. If you've never had it, it's time to start trying it. Alan's grandmother taught me how to do this, and I just appreciated that so much. Now, what I do is I take a little bit of cornmeal. Let me see. I don't know how much I take. I guess I could measure it for you. And I could tell you how much I take down to put in here. Just you want to get it good and covered. I'd say 2 tablespoons maybe. You can put it in a Ziploc bag and shake it up if you want to do it that way. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I'll just get me a Ziploc bag and just shake it up and cover it. But I sometimes just use a bowl. So that's it. And I would say probably 3 tablespoons. Let me turn the burner on, and I'm gonna bring you up here where you can see me cook it. Probably, yeah, a good 3 tablespoons of olive oil, whatever you want to fry it in. And now that I've got it with my cornmeal, you can use flour if you don't have cornmeal. Now I'll put, of course, you know I'm gonna put some pepper on there. I usually don't do salt, but I think I'm gonna do a little salt today. I've been sweating a lot outside, and I may have depleted some of my salt. So a little pepper, a little salt. Give it another shake. We have had so much traffic on our little road today. I don't know what people are doing. I just don't know. They're just going and coming. So get your meal and just kind of scatter it around on top of your squash. And I'm gonna bring you up a little closer in so we can work, okay? Come on up to my stove. Let's get you right up here on the stove. There we go. Now you want to wait till your grease is hot before you put any in. Wait till your skillet gets hot. I'll go ahead and get me a fine piece of china here and a paper towel to soak up the grease. And I'll be putting my done pieces over here on a paper towel. I will drop a little cornmeal in, and it's sizzling. You see that sizzle? That means when you see that little sizzling, and you hear that little sizzle, it means our pan is ready to accept the squash. You hear it sizzle. I just line them up. Used to, when my kids were home, my granddaughter, she's 26, my oldest granddaughter, and this is one of her favorite things in the world to eat. And she cooks it all year, and even in the winter, she's out looking for squash in the grocery to cook this, to make squash, make yellow squash. If she was here today, she's at work, but if she got off, if she knew I was cooking squash, I'm sure she'd be out here. She'd take her lunch break out here. I think I'm about 6 miles from her work, and I think she gets an hour, so I'm sure she'd be out here if she knew this was cooking. She would be on the way. You love it, you love it. Can't get enough of it. Guys, we've had 3 days without any rain. We don't know what to do. We've had rain, and it's stopped, and it's hot, and the humidity, can't even go out there without sweating. I don't know how these people are working outdoors. I really admire them. But they have the ability to do that, to get out in that heat. Now, they will shrink a little as you start to cook them. As they start to fry, they'll cook down just a little. But we've got our eggplant burgers in the oven, so I'm going to take a quick peek in there. Oh, they're doing good. They're doing good. So let's cook what we've got, what people are giving us out of their gardens. Let's do these things. And I do love the boiled squash with onions, but I use Vidalia onions when I boil my squash. And I do not put any sugar in that. I just put salt and pepper and garlic in my boiled squash. Now just let this cook. Probably, you see my burnt, let's see if you can see my dial. Yeah, here's off, here's high, and here's low. Here, I'm probably medium high. So I think 0 probably to 10. So I'm probably on a 7 or an 8. You can see my eye is a little warm, but I like to cook fast. I told y'all that before. If a recipe needs you to cook slow, I'm probably not your candidate, but I like to cook fast, especially if I'm going to fry something. I like to go on and get it done. You can go in here and pick one up and see what it looks like. You don't want to burn them. That's the key, baby. No burn, baby. Because if you burn them, they don't taste right. They will not be good if you burn them. I may go down a notch here on my temperature so that we do not burn them. See how they're getting brown? They're browning up. Oh, and they smell so good cooking. Wish y'all were here in the kitchen with me today. I would just love to visit with you and talk with you and see what's going on in your life. Now you can put these in the oven and bake them on a cookie sheet. But they're good. But to me, they're not as good as this. I got him a little thick, didn't I? He's going to have to cook a little bit longer than the other ones because he got cut too thick. Now, see how easy this is? It goes so fast. He's about getting ready, and he's even on the edge. Now, the thinner you slice them, the faster they're going to cook. If you want them really thin, slice them really thin. I don't like mine thin. Ooh, it's going to be so good. I've watched my husband's grandmother cook so many squash that I thought we'd never eat all that. But, buddy, we did. We did. When you love squash, you can never get enough of it. You can never get enough of this good fried squash. Now, when they start getting ready, I'm going to start picking them out, putting them over on a plate with a little napkin. Just take that grease off. And all right, we're down to these little last ones cooking. Last ones. And they are done, so they're coming out. I'm going to turn my burner off. And I wish you could take a bite. Okay, guys. I got the squash finished. There's just a few missing. I don't know where they went. There's a few missing. I don't know what happened to them. I couldn't stop eating them. They're so delicious. Making some fried squash. Now, guess what? It's time to take our eggplant burgers out. So let me get those out. Oh, my zucchini looks so good. All right, come up here and look at this. Does that not look good? See how good they look? And my zucchini turned out so good. Yes, it did. I forgot to put my Parmesan cheese on my zucchini. I got so excited about my fried squash that I just forgot to even put it on there. So I'll have to get that on there and put it on there while it's still warm. All right. Of course, these burgers right now, they're entirely too hot to eat right now. I couldn't even take a bite of them if I wanted to. And I do want to. They're entirely too hot. But don't they look delicious? I mean, you can still see the zucchini in them. And the eggplant. Here's my zucchini, and it is so tender. Oh my gosh, it's just so tender. I'm gonna put a piece of foil over this. I might try to sneak a piece off of one corner. Oh, aren't they tender? Oh my gosh, look. Eggplant hamburgers. Gosh. Maybe if you like salt, you could have put a little salt on them. They are good. Now I'm going to reach down in here. I'm going to get a little piece of zucchini. It's so tender and so hot. 350 degrees, 30 to 40 minutes, depending on your oven, how your oven does. Zucchini has a taste all its own. And I'm going to tell you, the eggplant and the zucchini, what a good way to use up your produce, your garden stuff that you hate to throw it away. You hate for it to go bad. Just cook it. And doesn't zucchini have such a unique taste and low calories, guys? Eggplant hamburger is a great protein. You could even use turkey burger with your zucchini. Low calorie, protein, plant-based probably. Wow, has this been fun or what? Have you had a good time? I really have, and I think I'm gonna have to reach over here and just one more. I mean, they're just like little $half. You just, All right, we're in our last segment. You know, when we first started this video, I had a pan on the stove full of squash and onions. One of the easiest dishes you can make. What I have done is I have taken the squash, I rinsed it off in cold water to get the bacteria, any bacteria off. And I've cut it, I've sliced it into pieces like this, like a cookie. I've got to chop up this last one and slice it up, get it into my pan. Easiest thing in the world to do. Remember to cut your ends off and then just start slicing. Just slice it up. Once you get it sliced, put it in your pan. I'm trying to get away. I've cut up a whole Vidalia onion. Here's the other half. I think my knife needs to be sharpened. I think I've been using it too much. Maybe I need to get out of the kitchen a little while or either sharpen the knife. Now I just cut this lightly. A lot of times I like big chunks of this onion in with the big chunks of the squash. But today I'm cutting it just a little bit smaller. Just a little. Okay. Now, let's get our pan over here. Put our onion in here. Now what we're going to do, fill our pan about half full of water. Now if you want to use chicken broth, that's perfectly okay. I don't use chicken broth in this. Just the onion and squash, a little salt, a little pepper. probably, the pepper got to me, a teaspoon of each. Also, I add a half of a tablespoon of sugar. This is optional. You don't have to do that. Just a half a teaspoon. Get me some water. Just want to show you kind of what it looks like here in the pan. The onions and the squash. And I've cut my onions up a lot finer than I usually do. Let's get some water. Just cover your squash and cover your onions. Turn your burner on. Got a lid. Put my lid to the side. And I just let that cook for probably, I would say, until it's fork tender. You know, just stick a fork in, see if it's tender. You know what it looked like when we started the video and I showed you the squash and the onions. It'll look just like that. It's just tender. Now, you can build another recipe on top of doing this squash and this onion. You can cut your squash up, cut your onions up, cut you up zucchini. I would peel mine, and I do. And you can make a squash and zucchini casserole. And we'll make that one day. But this is how I start out when I do make a squash and zucchini casserole. I do start out with putting my onions and my squash and my zucchini in a pan and boiling it. Not for as long as I will boil this, but I'll make that one day for us. Since we got all this produce, we need to do something with it, don't we? Now, guys, I'm not going to bring you back to show you this because I showed it to you at the beginning of this video. I certainly hope you've enjoyed this. Using our vegetables, cutting them up, cooking them, coming in my kitchen today, visiting with me. Our humidity is so bad here, we can't even go outside. You can't even sit out there. There's no breeze. The temperature, I think, is 96 right now. And I've seen people out mowing their yard, of course on a riding mower. I know they're burning up. So I hope wherever you are that you're in out of this heat, and be very careful out there in this heat. The temperature can get to you before you know it. Guys, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the video. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.